Bepper here and welcome to another video. So today I am telling you the worst things that have ever happened in Animal Jam. So in this video I'm going to be talking about things that affected the entire community and kind of changed the surface of how Animal Jam is today. So that basically means I'm not going to review every single person who got scammed ever, but I will kind of like generalize it and say like, oh, all these people got hacked by this person or stuff like that. Oh, and just a quick little disclaimer for you guys, none of these are in order at all. I just like thought of things and I'm just like, yep, put that on the list. Like these are in no particular order as to what the worst thing is or when they happened or anything like that, just to let you know. So the first thing we're going to be talking about isn't really a thing at all, it's actually a person, and we're talking about Fman122. Now we all know the real truth behind Fman122, and if you don't know the real truth, I highly recommend you go and watch my other video called Fman Exposed or something like that. I will link to it in the description down below. Anyway, Fman was probably one of the worst things that ever happened to Animal Jam, or one of the worst people that ever came to Animal Jam. He made so many people scared and made so many people quit this game just because they were so scared of losing their things. Losing their accounts, losing their buddies, losing their animals, losing their rares. But that's not even the worst part of it. I think the worst part of Fman was all the spin-off accounts like Fman133, Fman798. Fman Backup, Fman number 2, and random accounts like that. They dress up like Fman, go around giving people jamograms and just scaring them, basically. And it scared a lot of people for a very long time. It even still scares people, and I don't know why, because he's not around anymore, but people are like, OMG, I got a jamogram from Fman, OMG, I'm gonna die. So yeah, Fman, probably one of the worst people that's ever come into Animal Jam. Next up, we're talking about another hacker named Wretched Jungle. Now, Wretched Jungle wasn't even close to what Fman was like. Fman was sort of like a hoax that everyone just spread around rapidly, and Wretched Jungle was like an actual hacker. Not that Fman wasn't an actual hacker, he was, but like, Wretched Jungle actually went onto people's accounts, took their rares and stuff like that. So the kind of cool thing about this period in the game was that I actually got recordings of when these hackings were going down. I have 3 separate videos: Animal Jam got hacked, Animal Jam hacked again, and Animal Jam hacking update. I will put a link in the description down below if you're interested enough to actually watch those, but I'm just gonna insert a few clips for you right now.
I'm sure as many of you know by now, I have been hacked, as well as Bootmoo has been hacked twice, Wisteria Moon, and Julian 2 has been banned. And the hacker of all of these people is, oh, and I got hacked too, is Wretched Jungle, but they just got banned, like
5 seconds ago.
Not even 5 seconds ago, like 10 minutes ago. I can't really receive any jamograms right now, nor can I send them, because nobody can get my jamograms. I tried sending them to my brother, it didn't work, and all that.
Yeah, she sent me a gift, like a rare Spartan armor that matched my helmet, and it got stuck in a limbo, so it's like somewhere in there. Somewhere in the Animal Jam world.
And then if I trade, it only shows up as this, so I can't really do that. And even though I'm buddies with these two, it took like 5 minutes just to try to buddy them.
So in that first clip, we can basically see who's already been targeted, and it's mostly famous jammers.
So I was hacked a second time. When I went to log on to Animal Jam to re-add one of my friends, Fluffy, it said my password didn't match the records, so I've been hacked a second time. I checked my backup account and searched up my username, and it doesn't look like anything's gone, but I won't know until I get on.
Yep, that's right, Animal Jam got hacked by Wretched Jungle a second time, not even days later.
So basically, everything is starting to work again. I have buddies now that are added and such, and yeah, I can go places without getting login world errors. I can get mail, I can trade people. I'm pretty sure games work as well, I haven't tested it yet.
As you can see from that clip, everything started to resolve itself, or Animal Jam started to get better security, and nobody was hacked from that point on. Now, we all remember Mighty Squad, the people who claimed to do every single hacking ever in Animal Jam? Yeah, this is that time where they started to show up and claim that they did all these hackings. The next terrible thing to happen in Animal Jam was item generators. Now, these are still around today, actually. I see a bunch of people still spamming my Instagram comment section with, hey, if you want free rares, click the link in my bio and put your username and password in and you get free rares. So basically, there'd be different websites, and they'd be like, oh, what rares do you want? Put it in here, and I'll get them for you for free, using my special item generator. Yeah, there was no item generator at all, and a bunch of people actually put in their username and password for people to transfer the rares onto their account. Literally hundreds of people got hacked this way. Item generators were a very popular way to hack people around the time that Fman came to be, and so a lot of people just blamed it on him. A lot of people actually didn't know that the reason they were getting hacked was because of the item generators that they put their username and password into. These things are still actually around today. They're not nearly as popular as they were, but they are still around today. So if you ever see someone saying that in an Instagram comment or in a YouTube comment, just ignore it. There is no such thing as an item generator. You will never get the items that you want. You will just end up getting hacked of all the existing items that you already own. Now we're going to talk about different scamming methods. There's two that I want to talk about today: flash trading and trust trading. So flash trading, thanks to the smart people over at Animal Jam, has actually successfully been patched. You can no longer do it. But back in 2013, 2014, it was a big way to scam people. So flash trading was basically a game where you would trade a buddy really fast, and they would try to accept it before you stopped the trade. The whole purpose of the game was to try to get the other person's items, but in the end you would always return them. Or that's what you were supposed to do. A lot of people were unlucky though because they trusted the wrong people. Basically, people would play the game with people they thought they could trust, but those people would end up just taking their items. Now there's actually a pretty strange story behind flash trading. A famous jammer actually came up with this highly popularized way to scam people. Yeah, without knowing he was creating a new way to scam people, Julian2 made this new series called flash trading. He'd basically gather a bunch of buddies in his den, I was actually there a few times, and there would just be a flash trading party. Now after a few scammers saw this video, they were like, I could do that and scam people with it. So yeah, unintentionally, Julian2 created a new way of scamming. The next method of scamming we're going to be talking about, which I think is so much worse than flash trading, is trust trading. Now, the reason I think this is so much worse is because you would actually do this with people you trusted. You wouldn't see scammers around Jamaa saying, "Trust trade me." It would be your buddies. Basically, the whole premise of the game was to trade all of your best items over to a buddy, and they'd have to decline it. Pretty simple, right? Wrong. A lot of people got scammed this way. And the sad thing is, it would be by their buddies, the people they trusted. I don't know, man. Something about that is just so shallow. So a lot of scammers ended up gaining people's trust and then scamming their items when they do trust trading. The terrible thing about this is you wouldn't just lose a friend, you'd lose a friend that you actually trusted with your best items. A lot of people ended up getting scammed this way, and luckily Animal Jam did think of a way to stop it after a while. The reason you have to accept a trade twice after you send it is because of trust trading. That way, if the person you were trust trading accepted it, you would have to accept it again for them to actually get your items. Now on to the next thing that didn't really affect the community at all, but it's kind of a big fail by Animal Jam. Usually they are the ones solving things, making everything better, but this time they just made it worse. A few years ago, actually, Julian2's username got switched from Julian2 to Jammer4481. And I bet you're all thinking of the most recent example, which is Apari, who had his username changed. Instead of being Apari, he was now Jammer4JMY5. Like Apari. Apari has a channel all about being Apari. His name is Apari. His channel banner says Apari. He's always been Apari. No, let's change it to Jammer. Yep, that sounds good. So the final thing I'm going to be talking about in this video is channels getting deleted. So Lilac Petal's channel was deleted several times, like 6 or 7 or 8 or something crazy like that. A few by herself, a few by other people. It was just a mess. Then Julian2's channel got deleted as well. And sadly, my first channel was deleted as well. The reason these make the list, even though it's not Animal Jam, it's YouTube, is just because it affected the community in such a big way. Like, I remember those specific nights that channels got deleted, everyone was in hysterics. They were like, "Oh my god, no way!" It was literally one of the worst things that has ever happened to me in Animal Jam. Probably nothing will ever top my channel being deleted.
Quitting Animal Jam. There's way too much drama. There's scamming, there's hacking, there's everything like that. Everyone hates me anyway, so why should I keep playing a game that everyone hates me on? I mean, there's no fun in it. There's no fun in being hated. Everyone will probably just be celebrating that I'm gone, so you know what? I'll make everyone happy and I'll just leave. Because that's probably what everyone wants, and I'll give them what they want.
Well, anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.